Hello, Templeview fourth grade. This is your friendly neighborhood fourth grade teacher coming at you, teaching you a little bit about multiplication. We're going to do something that's called base 10 multiplication. Okay, so we're going to start by doing our key. We're going to use this gorgeous pink over here as our 1. That's going to equal 1. And then we have that green to equal a tens rod, and it equals 10. And then we'll use this robust red to do a hundreds cube. And it's going to equal 100. 100. Good job. All right. So we're going to use the multiplication equation of 32 times, or groups of, 13 equals unknown. Now, the area model, we've been working on that, but today we're going to do base 10 multiplication. So we're going to start off by doing our grid. Our grid's going to come down like this. Whoop. And then it's going to go over like this. Whoop. And in the corner, we're going to multiply, okay? And on the left side, we're going to put the factor of 32. Now, 32 is made out of 3 tens and 2 ones. So we're going to start by our tens, and we're going to put 10, 20, 30, and then we have 2 ones blocks. So 1, 2. The left side represents 32. Now we are going to do the factor of 13. 13 is represented by what? 1 tens rod and 3 ones. So let's go ahead and we can do a 10 and 3 ones. So if we look at this, this represents 13, and this represents 32. Okay, now how do we build it? So we have the factors 32 times 13, and we now need to find the product. So what we are going to do, we know that on this side, on the left side, we have 10 up, and on the bottom, we have 10 across, because we have to match the tens rods. But we can't just have an L. That would be silly. We have nothing in our key that, like, look at this key. Nothing is an L. We have a dot, a line, and a square. So if we're going to make this a solid cube, we need to make the hundreds block. So what we're going to do, the hundreds flat. So we're going to put 10 down, 10 over, and now we have that hundreds block, okay? Now we have 10 up, using that second 10 for 32, and then we also have 10 across. Again, we can't do an L. We have to do a solid shape, and so that turns into that hundreds flat. So, 10 by 10 equals 100. Whoop, good job. All right, now if we look up on the third 10 of 32, it's going to be 10 up and 10 across again. So we know, because we've done 2 other ones, we have 100 here, 100 here. Our next one is going to be 100 as well. Now, when we get up to the 32s right here, we have 1 up, but we have 10 across. So if we look at our key, we know that our key has one that is 1 by 10. That is our tens rod. Now it might look a little bit different because we're going to flip it on its side. All right, so when we go back up to this last 2 from 32, we know it's 1 high and 10 wide. I am going to, so we're finished with the going clear up. Now if we move over on the bottom, we know that we have the 1, but it's 10 long, so 1 by 10. What do we have in our key that's 1 by 10? It is our tens rod, and our tens rod can stand up, it can lay down, it can do many things. It's a very universal rod. And then we'll go up and we know that it's 1 by 10, so it's here. And then 1 by 10, ooh. But what happens here? So we have to fill this in, and it's 1 by 1. So what in our key does it have 1 by 1? It's our ones cube. We were missing some pink, so we're gonna put up here and right here. So far so good, but we still have these 3 ones, okay? So if we look at our next one, it's a 1 by 10. So again, it's going to be a tens rod, a tens rod, a tens rod, and then it's got 1. Whoops, Mrs. Boynton's hand. 1, 2, and then we've got to go to the next one. We have one final one left. Okay, so we've got the last one of the set is we've got a tens rod, tens rod, tens rod, and we're finishing it off with those pink ones cubes. So we have 1 and 2. Okay, so we have no more on each side. So there's no more here and there's no more here. So now we get to add all of the blocks that are inside the graph. So right now we have 3 hundreds. We have, now Mrs. Boynton has a hard time counting and knowing I got everything. So what I do is on the tens rods, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 tens. Mrs. Boynton, that is not a T. Tens. All right, now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones. Okay, so now we got to figure out what does that mean. We have 3 hundreds. 11 tens equals 110 and 6 ones. We add that all together. 0 plus 0 plus 6 is 6. 0 plus 1 is 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. The product of 32 times 13 equals 416. Now remember, your cutie patooties, and you have much love going at you. Love ya. Have a good day, and remember to smile.